cheap games, Xbox Live, PSN codes, and more. Make sure you check out G2A in description and use the code ECHO at checkout. Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Echo and welcome back to another Minecraft 1.9 update video. This is a very special video and it's something I am really looking forward to. Today, I have a requested video from you guys and that is the focus on the new arrow types and the new arrow additions and the new arrow abilities that will be coming in the 1.9 update. Now you guys requested this before we went to Minecon, but during Minecon we got a whole bunch of information. We got gameplay clips which I'll be showing you in just a second, along with towards the end of the video I have a whole bunch of screenshots. Some are kind of exclusive and a lot of people didn't pick up on them. Others I want to explain to you in great detail how they work. So the combat update for me, this is a feature I am really looking forward to, so enjoy this clip. I'll be back in a few minutes.
There should be arrows, I think. Let's show this on the screen. So bow and arrows are changing a little bit. We've got some new arrow types. This here is Spectral Arrows. You can see them in my offhand there. The offhand, if you put an arrow in there, it means use this one. You don't need it in your offhand, but it's just nice to preference. So the Spectral Arrows, you shoot something and they glow. Doesn't matter where they are, they glow. Everyone sees them glow. So this could be really useful in, for example, PvP mechanic. If you're shooting someone and they're running away, you can track them for a small period of time. We're not sure what that time is, probably 10-15 seconds. But if you get hit by one of these, you are vulnerable. You cannot hide. So those are extremely utility arrows. You're not going to use them in a regular fight. You're probably not going to use them in survival. But PvP, those are going to be extremely useful, I feel. There they are again. The next arrows,
it's a bit like wall hacks.
Yes, it's wall hacks. Legit wall hacks right here.
Yeah.
As me demonstrating that you can see them from behind blocks. You just get the outline. For players on teams, it will glow the outline of their team color. So if they're on a red team, they will see a red outline right there. The next arrow, this one is, I believe, a poison arrow. No, this one's the invisibility arrow. So you can tip arrows with a certain potion. And for example, I just turned those invisible. I don't know why you would do that, but I'm not going to stop you from doing that. This one is the poison arrow. You'll see that they just poof out of existence because they're poisoned. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of balancing required for these. I'm personally not happy with how potions are balanced, especially splash potions. I'm sure you guys have tried them. You throw a splash potion of poison on someone, and you hit yourself. And you're like, oh no. So arrows, tipped arrows especially, need a lot of balancing because it would be extremely overpowered if you just poison someone long distance, take them down half a heart, and that's not fun at all. Yeah, I think that's that. The Spectral Arrows, I've got a nice other video to show off how you can spot if you've been hit by a Spectral Arrow. So if you exit this video, and you've seen it in the other screenshot with the levitation, there should be buff bar. Or effects. Yeah, so switch to the video. I'm giving myself lots of effects now, and you can see them in the top right of the screen. You don't have to keep opening your inventory. You don't have to rely on particles. You can see that you've got an effect. These are sorted. So the top layer is things that are good for you, and the bottom layer are things that are bad for you. Don't get anything on the bottom layer, okay? That's my advice for the game. Top is good, bottom is bad. They're also sorted left to right. The things that are very left on the screen are the ones that are expiring soon, and the things on the right are expiring later. As you can see, the top effect is running out now. So it started to flash. The more urgent it flashes, the sooner it runs out. So, for example, with Jens's new neat levitation effect, you can time it. So you can see, I've just got a few seconds left. Am I going to make that jump with it?
In which bar would the levitation effect be?
That was actually a really difficult question. I decided to count it as a negative effect, just because things offensively hit you with it.
Definitely.
So that's the new buff bar. So as you can see, the UI has changed a bit. We've got the buff bar at the top right, and we've got offhand at the bottom left, or bottom right if you're left-handed. So it's on the side where offhand is. So we've changed that up a bit. And I think this will help a lot, especially with effects on arrows, like tipped arrows, spectral arrows, this kind of stuff. And that's that.
That's awesome. Well, all those things sound super cool. I think that's all we've got from the Minecraft devs about new updates.
Alright, so I hope you guys did find that as interesting as I did. Hopefully you did listen carefully. However, if you didn't, I'm here to do a breakdown on things more specifically I think we should know. Now I want to talk a lot about the Spectral Arrows because these are what the developers keep talking about. Now as you guys can see here, first thing is we have the dual wield in action. We have the bow in your natural hand, which is your right hand, and the arrow in the other. I'm guessing whatever you have in your left hand, which is the offhand, that is the arrow you'll be using. Now he did say you don't have to have it in your hand, it's just kind of good to have a preference. Now the Spectral Arrow, they keep telling us, is not an arrow that does damage to you. It's actually kind of an indication of where a mob is, where a player is, because he did say it's linked to players. He said there's two colors, for example there's red and there's blue. So if you're to hit someone and you're on blue team, it's going to show a red outline of the player you need to target, which is going to be so good for communicating with other players, which I am really excited about. Now the Spectral Arrow, I'm unsure how you craft it as of yet, but it looks like a very big and bulky arrow itself. Now you can actually do multiple things with this, meaning if you were to shoot a Spectral Arrow at a mob, and then switching onto this image, as you guys can see here, we have the potion of invisibility. And this is an arrow. So it looks like the arrow have all variants of potions, which I will talk about in a screenshot. A very sneaky screenshot that I picked up on in just a second. So the invisibility can actively work with the spectral. So if you had to make someone invisible, but you have the spectral on them as well, you can still see their outline, which I thought was a great addition. Now the potion of invisibility works on mobs as well. And as you guys, I keep saying the potion of invisibility, but it should be the arrow of invisibility, because as you guys can see here, you've got the potion of poison, which is technically the arrow of poison. I'm guessing it's going to say the arrow of poison, and I'm hoping it does say the arrow of poison, because it'd be super confusing if it doesn't. Some of these things are still in early stages of development. Now this final image that a lot of people never picked on actually was in the after discussion about the Minecon future updates, and this was done by Serge, who kind of works on the mods but also develops the game as well. Now as you guys can see here, there is two lines that we can see of all different types of arrows. Now I'm guessing whatever type of potion you can have an arrow linked to it. It's going to be hard to balance, and I think this is going to be one of the hardest things they're going to balance in Minecraft, because as you guys can see on this image on the top left of the actual creative inventory, you can see a bow, which is a normal bow, and a normal arrow. So I'm super curious as to how they're going to work, because they did discuss that some of the bows and some of the abilities that you have with the potions can become overpowered. For example, the levitation potion, he said if you were to use that and shoot down arrows, you're literally going to kill people in like one hit and stuff, which they don't want to happen. So that is all about the arrows, and I also have something else I want to talk about in this video, and that is something that PC is getting from Pocket Edition. Yes, check out this image here. As you guys can see, for Pocket Edition users, you'll know this. On the top right hand side now on Minecraft PC, you do have the status effects of potions instead of having to press your back button on controller, or specifically on PC going in your interface to see what potions you have active. They will show on the top right, and he did say the potions that are positive, such as speed, jump, etc., will be on top, and the negative potions will be underneath. So I really like this, and when they are starting to run out, they will flash, and I think it's so much more useful. So I'm actually mind blown at what was announced at Minecon, and I'm really looking forward to the first snapshot that we'll be getting very, very soon. Let me know in the comment section what you guys do think about this, because I'm really interested in fan feedback. So I've been Echo, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!